Hush.
Oh my goodness. Can you hear us? Can you see us? Hopefully.
Shoo. Alrighty. Somebody, it's not on, I guarantee it's not on public. Hang on.
That would just be the cake topper.
If you are rewatching this, go ahead and fast forward about a good 5 minutes. That's what I would suggest.
Maybe not that long.
Yep, there we go. I just moved it public. Okay. We should be on now, hopefully. We'll find out, though.
We'll find out together. There's somebody.
Hey.
Can you hear us? Can you see us?
Hopefully.
Take 3.
Thank
they
goodness.
Can hear us.
All righty.
All right. It's going well. Adele said, tell us you haven't been live without telling us you haven't been live for a while. And that was 100%
that was it.
accurate.
Hey, I'm going to clean the screen again.
We have lost the touch. That's for sure.
Look at these lights. That's not good. That's not good at all.
There's so many different things on laptops now with like volume and webcams, and it's just been too long. We don't know how to do it anymore. The light is definitely bad. He's working on it. Big glare. You still got one glare. Just turn them all off.
No, I can't turn them all off. Look at me sitting
there. That's perfect. That's good. It's not dark. No, it's not dark. It's fine. It's fine.
Oh my goodness.
I'm sure they can. I mean, I can see us, so hopefully they can.
Yeah.
We'll just talk in the dark. It's fun. We have the fireplace behind us.
All right, y'all gotta give us minutes on these comments. We're trying to delete this old one so people don't go to it. Woo-wee!
It's too hard.
Way better. That's good. Okay, good. Good.
With all that, we ended it with just doing it on the phone. Like, I don't even know how you do it on a laptop anymore.
I don't even know what just happened.
I don't know. I don't know the rules. I don't know the new things. We'll have to do some research.
It's been like a year since we like fully blown done this.
And we went live down at the store one time, but we ended up doing it on the phone because the laptop wasn't working. Nobody could hear us or see us. Yeah, it looks good.
There we go. Okay.
There we go.
Then pop this out. We gotta get to see. We have the chat over here. We do remember some things.
The fireplace is nice. It's on the TV.
Yeah. I did that for you all.
Yep. How's the hurt baby at her new home? Hopi is doing amazing. Her new owner has given me daily updates. She's doing fantastic. Okay. She is starting to get up on her own. She's gotten her spunk. She's starting to walk, and she's doing great. So they were such a blessing to us. I'm so happy that they took her, and she's happy now. She's going to be a regular little goat girl. I mean, I think she'll still, need special care, but they'll get her there. She's great, and they're great. So that was definitely a weight off of our shoulders for sure. Marcia says, my first live with the Stivers. Well, welcome. We used to do these every Monday night.
Yep.
But it's been a long time since we did like a regular Monday live. We've done it at this new place, but it's still been probably.
I mean, we've almost been here 3 years, and we did it when we first got here, but it kind of died off.
Yeah.
And we're excited to try to get a little bit of it going again.
Yeah.
And if you see our faces turning this way, it's because we have the laptop we were supposed to be on, the chat's over here because on the phone it's hard to see. So I just want y'all to know what we're looking at.
Sherry, it has warmed up here and the snow all melted. It's all officially gone.
Yeah. It was like 57 degrees today.
Yes, today was beautiful. So we spent a lot of time outside with the goats. Just we would have had to be outside anyway, but thankfully it was warm while we were out there. I don't know. When that snow came, it was weird. I feel like we were the only town that got snow besides my mom's.
Yeah.
Because we went down the road a little bit and there was no snow.
Nothing.
So that was strange. A lot. It was like just a bubble over us. Hello, everyone. So glad everybody's getting on.
Tammy from Bengals Country. Hi, Tammy. Who day? We're not going to say the Chiefs.
I actually asked him today when the Super Bowl was. I guess it's next Sunday.
It is next Sunday.
I don't know if we'll watch or not.
I get no interest.
No.
It's weird. I've been a Bengals fan my entire life. And if you know anything about football, you know the Bengals suck. A long time. Until just recently. And so I always watched the Super Bowl because I knew the Bengals never had a chance. And now it's like we're kind of like in the mix of things. I'm like, I don't want to watch it if we're not in it. Yeah. She's happy with that.
I'm fine with it. I never really got into football. I mean, I love the idea of football Sundays. Thank you so much, Margie. Hanging with the
Margie,
guys.
oh my goodness. Thank you for that super
We
chat.
love you. Hope you're doing well. We miss you. It's been a while since we got to see you.
Hillbilly Vagabond, yes. A lot of people in our country lives, Daytona 500 means it's getting close after the Super Bowl. But I haven't watched NASCAR in so long either. You know, I grew up with the Dale Earnhardt seniors and the Jeff Gordon rivalry, and I don't know. Once Jimmy Johnson kind of really got in there, even though he was still at the freshest, like it started going downhill in my own mind. Like old timers, I guess.
Lola Granola, hello. We've missed doing lives too. I don't know that it'll be a regular thing, but we'll figure it out. We're getting there.
Yeah, I think if we do it, I'm trying to do that up so I'm like my head's not cut off in there. We do like this kind of Sunday aspect of it. I like Sundays. You know, kind of gets chill, closer to the evening time. So it's a little bit easier to go live at that time.
Yeah. Somebody said, how do we heat our home? So we have gas heat that's hooked up to the grid. However, we don't use it much unless it's like cold, but not cold enough to have a fire. But even still, then we try to heat it with our wood burning stove, which you probably can't see, but if you scoot over, they might be able to see it. There's the mantle and the inserts down there, and that's how we mostly heat it. But it heats your house up really well. So if it's just like a mildly chilly night, we'll have a tiny little bitty fire, and then we won't have any more fire because that's plenty.
Yeah, so because we have a stone house, and this house holds anything you put into it, which is a good problem to have. But the moment I start that fire and say it's 38 degrees, it's 90 in here immediately.
Yeah. Hello, Wanda. Hi, Travis from Texas.
Well, hello.
What tips do you have for someone nervous to start canning? Read all the books and watch all the videos, and the more you watch and the more you read, you'll get your confidence, because you'll see regular people just like you doing it, and you'll be like, you know what, I can do it too. It's not that scary. And then once you get that first time under your belt, you'll realize that it is okay and you can do it.
And botulism is a real thing, but it's something that you don't need to have that much fear about.
Yes. And you're capable.
That's right.
It can seem overwhelming and scary, but it's doable for everyone. You don't have to have a special set of skills. You don't have to be a special person. You don't have to be a homesteader for so many years. You can do it.
Yep. Amber asked how long we've been married. We will be married 10 years in April.
Yes.
Let's see.
We actually recently just took our 10-year anniversary / honeymoon trip.
Yep. You get to hear a little bit about that in tomorrow's video. Hang on. Let me scroll up. There's a couple comments. What if anything from Missy Bird? What if anything will change the frequency of your full video since Zach is retired? So we've been doing a lot more videos, but we've been doing a lot more shorts. So we have our standard videos, and then we've been throwing in a lot of shorts because that seems to be a thing that YouTube's into. And everybody just seems to like shorter videos. So we've definitely been adding a lot more of that. We've been more active in all of our social platforms. But when it comes to full-blown length videos, I'm not sure if we'll be adding many more of those because that takes a lot of effort to get into those. But hopefully we'll be adding a few more lives, and that's something that you can have.
I think it's fun. Like, I like watching full-length videos like so many times a week, but I also love watching people's shorts because it gives you like this short, really peppy, fun short video of what people do and just like a certain topic. So I don't know. It's been fun to do.
Frugalstead with Lisa, $20 super chat. Thank you so much. It's so kind of you.
Thank you so much. Where are you from? That's awesome. Thank you. We really appreciate that.
Adele said, no, we like long videos. No, we know. Long videos, you want to like try to be, you don't want to just ramble, right? Like you want to have something to provide, at least in our own eyes, on what we see on long videos. And sometimes those long videos span multiple days. So even though it might be 3 videos, that might be like Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, then for a Wednesday video. So we want to make sure that the quality stays and not so much. I know you do, Adele.
I was actually reading someone else. Stay said, is Jen ready for you to go back to work?
You probably, yeah.
It's actually something we've joked about.
Yeah, it's more her, to be honest. All right, so when we were doing this whole thing and we were talking about it a whole lot, I was like, you know what? I'm worried a little that I'm going to like just max out, like be so worried and want to just be working all the daggone time to make sure that we're doing this. And lo and behold, this first week it's been me like being very calm and chill, and she's been blowing it up.
Yeah, I've been on it, and I don't know. There's just something about him not working to where we can communicate more because he's not in front of a laptop.
Right.
Like, y'all, I feel like at some point I needed to put his face on the back of his head just so I could like see what he looked like because he's always into the laptop, which was his job. Obviously, it was fun, but
yeah, I didn't want to be there.
I mean, he's been home, but at the same time, you know, there's a lot of times when you don't get to communicate and say what you want to say because if I start saying something, he's like, hang on, I got a meeting. Well, then I completely forget what I was going to talk about, or vice versa with him. So it's just a lot more communication. And it like our meetings, like about, you know, YouTube or people, it makes it a whole lot easier to get done.
Karen Sign. I hope I'm saying your name right. Karin. Karen Sign. $50 super chat. Thank you so much. And then Jennifer W. joined the Staff Tribe.
Stivers.
You're welcome. That's awesome.
You're a member now. That's awesome. Is Grammy Karen in here? I don't know. I haven't seen her yet.
She's actually got the kids right now. They had a busy day selling one of their Great Pyrenees puppies, which is I don't know if they sell a girl.
I think it was actually 2.
Oh, 2?
Something
wow,
that was
nice.
a girl and
So
a boy.
some of Benny's siblings were sold today. So we're actually going to get the kids tomorrow from them, which is also a nice thing. That's been just not having to worry about the weekend so much.
Mm-hmm. Hello, Roberta from Lexington, North Carolina. Awesome.
Tanya Barnes, much love to you, Stivers Homestead from Tennessee.
Ooh,
Welcome.
right over the border.
So in this live, we have a few things that we want to chat about. If you're new to our lives, we used to do this all the time, every Monday, like Jen had said, for the ones that are just joining in here. We like to have a little bit of an agenda.
Thank you, darling. I brushed them before I got on just so everyone could smell my fresh breath. Zach was like, what are you doing? I was like, I don't know.
I was like, so everybody can smell your fresh breath? We like to have a little bit of an agenda that we have for topics to talk about, but we want to make sure that you understand this is a open Q&A. Like, we want you all to have conversation with us. Obviously, there's a lot of people in here, more than I think we thought, that was going to jump in immediately on our first live back. But ask your questions. We're going to try to look back and read them. And we'll let that kind of control the conversation, yes. But we'll definitely make sure to keep it going.
Welcome to the Stivers Tribe Spoolstead. I love that name.
Yeah.
Hopefully we haven't missed any. Forgive us if we have. I don't think we have. I think we've caught them all.
Yeah.
Super chats and members, hopefully. If we did not, tell us, and we will go back and thank you. It's very important to us. A lot of people are asking how Butters is. That's on our list to talk about.
Yep.
No, she's doing really good. Yesterday was a little bit touch and go because she had triplets again. And if you've been following us for a while, you'll know that she had triplets last year. And then we had a tragedy happen with that. She lost one of her babies. So we were just a little bit nervous about it this time, as with the fact that it's triplets. And usually triplets don't go the greatest that they could. But yesterday we stayed with her all day for hours. And we just watched and helped her, forced the babies. And then by about 5 o'clock yesterday, we were so happy to see that everyone was thriving. Everyone was eating. They were all sharing her, not fighting each other, not pushing any of the runts down or keeping anyone from the teats. So it's been great. And you'll see her on tomorrow's video, but we're very proud of her. We did a short / reel, whatever, and talked about her being her redemption year because of last year. And we gave her the pep talk. We told her, you can do this, Butters. You can do this. We don't have to have a repeat like last year. And she's done amazing. So she's kind of our mascot goat. Yeah. So, she's very special to us, but she's done great.
And you want to talk about really putting yourself at risk when it comes to YouTube is posting a video of triplets being born and posting it within them being born for an hour. Yeah. You're talking about setting yourself up for potential failure because you never know what's going to happen.
Well, it's not even a potential failure. It's just vulnerability.
Yeah, vulnerability. Yeah. Exactly. And that's one of the biggest things with doing social media is you get so excited and you post this stuff and you're like, man, if this goes south, we have to explain this. And it's hard sometimes to be that vulnerable, but you all definitely help us out.
It's any time that we have had a tragedy happen, the community and you all has been so gracious with us and just, told us it'll get better, it'll be okay, and you've supported us. So that's why we do it, because not every birth goes well, and ever, really. There's always one usually that goes bad and not positive. So it's important to share it just in case anybody else has the same thing, and you don't sit around and think, well, everybody else's goats gives birth and they don't have triplets and no bottle babies and everyone just latches immediately and everyone eats and gets colostrum. Sometimes it's just not like that.
So a couple questions in here. Karen asked if we still like our freeze dryer. We love it.
Yes.
Just right now we don't have a whole lot of stuff that
Hey, Haas.
Hey, y'all. We don't have a whole lot of stuff that we are freeze drying. Now we are, like, if we have stuff in the fridge that are getting ready to go bad, we'll pop it in there.
Yeah.
Like we did the chocolate milk just the other day. But yeah, it has been one of the greatest things that we've had because we can have the dehydrator going, the canners going, and the freeze dryer going, and it's just we're preserving food like it's crazy.
Hey, Tinker's wife, Patty. Hope you're doing good. I try to always keep up with you on social media.
Yep.
I hope you're doing well.
Speaking of Haas, we have a whole table full of seeds over here. So coming this
somebody
week.
Somebody had asked if we were starting any seeds.
Yeah, so we will be doing a seed haul this week on everything that we have and our plans for this garden season because it is time now to do so. Yes. Y'all saw in the video that we got a bunch of peppers live. I actually read live, and we have some peppers planted that are going. If you see a glow from this side, it's from all of our grow lights. And then just today, we actually planted some broccoli, cauliflower, and cabbage.
Yep.
Right? Yeah.
Very excited about it. It could be a little bit early. I know people will think that, but we do have the greenhouse, so we can up pot them and put them in the greenhouse with heaters and let them go. I think typically you would want to wait, like if you're in 6B, wait until maybe the beginning of March, but we always take the leap and go for it. And most of the time it serves as well. Just get a little head start. You know, you always have to prepare for the ones that either don't germinate or they die, don't like being transplanted. So we get excited and we just go ahead and start them.
Laura asked, do you guys plant potatoes? It's actually a fun question. We haven't planted for the past 2 seasons. So last year we didn't plant them and we're not planting them this year. But we used to plant them religiously. Like all the time we would plant actual potatoes. To be honest with you all, I'm not sure I thoroughly enjoy potatoes, planting potatoes and growing potatoes. We have a bad issue with, what are they called? We call them potato beetles. Beetles around here. We've never had a good season with them, and we don't like to spray too much at all, if we can. And so it always seems to hinder our potato harvest, and it takes up a lot of space. And so her and I just really kind of made the decision that we're not gonna plant them anymore until we have the space to kind of do so. And then the second piece with that, y'all know that my favorite thing that she cans is green beans and taters in the same jar. I freaking love it. It's so good. But the potatoes go, like, I don't know. You cannot put them in a cold cellar and them actually last as long as everybody tells you they do.
Right.
They are going to sprout. They seem to get soft. They seem to get wrinkly. And it's just not my favorite thing to grow and try to preserve.
Yeah.
It's, you know, we use so minimal of it that we, like, if we're going to do it with our green beans, we'll go buy them from a farmer.
And the only way we've done it successfully, because we do have a root cellar / basement, and it stays 55 down there, cold enough for them not to sprout. But the only way we've done it and saved the potatoes and not waste them is to can them with the green beans or separately. Yeah. And that works, and it's really good. But last year we decided that we really love growing sweet potatoes.
Now we do love them.
And they've lasted a whole lot longer, and you can can them, you can freeze them. You can puree them up and freeze them. We've really enjoyed the sweet potatoes. So I think if we have to choose, it's going to be sweet potatoes.
Absolutely. Every time. And when it comes to actually eating, like, we'll choose a sweet potato over a baked potato any day.
Well, even fries. I would rather have sweet potato fries.
And they're so easy to make homemade as well. So it's just our preference. We totally get it. I mean, I love potatoes. Don't get me wrong.
Hey, Veronica.
It just hasn't been the most fruitful thing that we can plant. And so we just made the decision, like, we're going to use that space for something that'll give us more items to preserve.
Yeah. The sweet potatoes were beautiful, too.
I love it. We're going to do it again, same place.
I mean, it's cool coming up on a potato patch. Like, it looks cool with it all healed up and stuff, but the sweet potatoes were gorgeous.
Yeah.
The way they just flowed over the beds, you couldn't even see the beds anymore. It was like they were floating in the air. They were just beautiful.
And we had that exact hope is that's how it would turn out when we planted them. And it was so nice to see it come to fruition and then have the massive sweet potatoes. It was awesome.
Hey, Patty and Mac. Hope y'all are doing good. I saw y'all were out of power for like 42 hours.
Yeah, and then Mac hurt himself. Are y'all all right?
Gracious. Purple blooms are nice. Yeah, they're beautiful. Hey, Jan. I'm going to try potatoes again this year and onions. We were actually talking today about doing onions, and the biggest thing is like finding a permanent spot for them. I like to grow onions, but I also just like to purchase like 40 pounds from Azure Standard and just call it a day.
Well, a lot of it too is about your growing space. So if you're a smaller gardener, and most homesteaders have, they don't have a whole lot of space to waste. And so when you're thinking about your most money for your buck, onions are going to take up a lot of space. You're getting kind of carrots fall in the same area. They're taking up a lot of space. You're getting one product back. And then when you do that, they're going to grow into your summer growing sometimes that are going to limit yourself on your summer plants. And so it's hard to commit that space. Now, there is obviously things that you can turn around and put back in there after that and still get a growth out. Cucumbers, green beans, things like that. But you really have to commit. And then when you get your harvest out, and especially if you did it in like a raised bed or a small, 40 to 50 foot plant row, you're not getting back exactly what you probably thought you were going to when you planted it. So it's one of those things that just weigh in your balances and your space that you have.
Yeah. Hey, Lou. Hope you're doing well. All right, what we got?
Looking.
Trying to catch up. Probably won't catch up, but just trying to grab something out. Do we have a video on canning green beans, potatoes? We do.
We do. It's back at our old place.
Yep. It's way back in the vault.
Adele, Jed,
He's good. He's been exploring a lot. He did quite the mission yesterday that none of us were very happy about, but he did make it home safe, so it worked out.
Sherry, you can definitely buy them off Azure Standard. We have mixed reviews on them, but you can definitely get you some organic carrots, raw carrots from them. We did that, and we canned up a bunch of them.
Yeah, I love their carrots.
Yeah, Azure Standard, she loves them. I do love their products. I just have a love-hate relationship with the pickup because we don't have anything close to us, and they change it a lot. Like, I mean, it's just, we're going to be here then. And
it's not like an every month thing that we do. It's more like every 6 months because we have to be so intentional about going to Knoxville, like knowing that we're probably going to wait longer than what we have to, and being okay with getting home at 10:30 at night. And that's just not really us. Like, we like to be home before dark for the rest of the night. So but there are certain things that I will get from them, and I will make that sacrifice to go do it. But it is not often.
It's good. We almost had to stay the night. We had to go to Knoxville, Tennessee to do Azure. And I know a lot of people say, well, why don't you start up your own pickup spot? And I'm not committing to that one.
I don't have enough friends to tell.
I'm not committing to that one.
I don't have enough local friends to start up a spot with. Oh my goodness. I saw something. I lost it. Don't know. Yes, you can eat sweet potato leaves. Yeah, you can eat sweet potato leaves.
So a couple things on our list that we wanted to talk about. First off, we have some breaking news that we wanted to share with you all. So on Etsy, we keep playing around with things.
Welcome, Disa or Disa.
I was going to let you say it. I wasn't sure.
It's got to be either one. Welcome to the Stock Tribe. We're glad you're here.
And then Tanya Carter, first time goatee grow mama, have 3 to start and would love a Goats for Dummies taken care of, and growing your goat farm video or series, warming feed, trim hooves, when to let a buck visit.
Absolutely.
So we do have one that covers a lot of those. It was probably last year that we did that. Yeah. It's a complete goat care video that we did. So try to go back and search that one and check it out. But we have thought about doing another one, especially since we're so active in goat videos right now.
Yeah, with the kidding season.
Yeah.
Which is something else we were talking about earlier. And you probably know this, Tanya. I'm pretty sure it's Tanya, hopefully. Or Tanya. Hopefully I'm not saying it wrong. But once kidding season starts, you are home until kidding season is over. And you are committed to staying there. Watching all the moms, watching the babies, bottle feeding if you have to. Like right after this, we have to go bottle feed and check on everyone and pray that nobody's giving birth right now. Yeah. We checked on them before we started and they were good. But it's just one of those things. I mean, it's quite the commitment. So that's where we're at right now. We can't really go anywhere for more than an hour because we have to be home.
And y'all know us, we love to be on the move.
Yes, but it's okay. I'm good with it. It's been a lot of fun.
Stella Jan, yes, Georgia Reds. Sorry.
Oh, are you talking about the sweet potatoes? I think they were Georgia Jets.
Georgia Jets,
Yeah.
that's right.
I'm pretty sure they were.
You're right.
Yeah.
So the big news that I just started and ended there, I apologize. So Etsy. So y'all know that Etsy is our business that we do. That's funny.
Do you make oregano oil for your Etsy and can
I promise I'm going to get to it at some point.
Yeah, actually, we have some going right now.
Yeah.
We haven't sold it before, but we have some currently going to be putting in the Etsy store because we're really excited about. Actually got it a long time ago to do oregano oil, but it ended up being a tincture.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's coming. Thank you, All Things Acres. Thank you so much.
Yeah,
for
$2 super chat. Love you guys. Thank you.
Awesome.
So, all right, I'm going to get it out. I'm going to spit it out. The news with.
Go ahead and say it.
Gosh darn it. Y'all remember Kiki? Always around. She's under my feet. She
Still
can get
here.
Yeah. We are doing free shipping for the entire month of February on our Etsy. That's the one thing that we know that has been a just ridiculous piece with Etsy is the price of the shipping, and it's been terrible. Like we've been trying to figure out ways to like get around this and all this good stuff. However, we've tried to like do it like within discounts and things like that. But we know it's still a big impact, especially if you're like buying seeds. Because like right now we just got all of our loofah seeds out there that we harvested. We haven't had that out since I think we started Etsy.
Back at the old house, yeah.
Yeah, and so these are loofah seeds from our plants that we've had. And so those are out there. So I think they're only like $3. So you buy one loofah pack for $3 and you have a $4 shipping. And it's rough to do that. So we've decided for Valentine's Day special, we're going to test this out and see how it kind of works out with profits versus loss kind of thing and give you all free shipping for the entire month of February. So if you are been on the fence about something but didn't want to pay that, now's your chance.
Because it's a Valentine's Day month.
Jennifer, yes, unfortunately it is only free shipping to the United States. It's just when it comes to international, we do ship international.
Yes.
It's just that would be too much for us to eat, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Especially like, for example, if somebody bought loofah seeds, because we didn't limit it to like a total price. We would definitely be, unfortunately, losing money.
Yeah. Yes, oregano oil is so good for you. That's why we're so excited about it. It's going to be great. We use oregano oil for a lot of things.
Yeah.
We just haven't like put it out for everyone yet. So very exciting.
Judith, can I grow these seeds in upstate New York? I'm assuming you're talking about the loofah. You absolutely can. You want to go ahead and get them and get them started now?
I would go ahead and start them now.
Because they do take a while to grow. However, there's so many people out there that post videos and say if they're green, they won't dry. Like if you take them off. That's not true. We've grown loofah seeds every garden season that we've had. And I mean, I've got like baby ones that I've cut off there. And now it takes a while. You got to just forget about them. But as long as you have them in a dry, air-flowing spot, they will turn brown and they will dry.
Yes.
And then you will have a loofah in there. So yeah, you definitely can. Just know when it comes to almost frost time, just cut them all off and sit them in your basement or just somewhere where they can be on a rack to get good airflow.
So for the tinctures, a lot of people are asking what's good for what. So actually recently, because everybody has been asking, it is in the description, but I went ahead and wrote up, it's like 3 pages worth, what everyone that we choose is good for. Now, tinctures can be great for so many things besides one specified thing, but this is what like our brand has come up with and the things that I truly feel that they're good for because we've tried them for so many years. So if you click each tincture, you'll see the picture of it, and then you'll see 3 extra pictures right on it that have the whole list of all the tinctures and what we have specified them good for. So that way you don't have to like go through every single one. You can just pull up one tincture and they're all right on there in the images. So hopefully that's a little bit more helpful for everyone because I know it's confusing and it's not convenient to have to go through every single one. So hopefully that helps a little bit.
Yeah. So no matter what tincture you're on, you can see what all tinctures do. Erica, that's absolutely awesome. She said, I successfully harvested 21 meat birds thanks to our workshop.
Oh, that's
Plenty
awesome.
of chickens in the freezer and have the next round on order.
That's great.
That's fantastic. That's the greatest thing that we could ever ask for.
It was awesome
from
when
our
you were
events.
here. That was such a good day.
It was.
We
Laura,
talk about that day all the time.
we did. It was a good event. Laura, mom's hand's doing okay. She's doing fine. She goes back in, I think, 2 weeks to get it checked out.
Yeah. Jen, are you going to do a video making soap with loofah? Yeah, we actually just did.
Yeah, it's a short. So if you go to YouTube, our YouTube for shorts, there's a how to make loofah soap.
Yep. Very cool. Yeah, we put that together yesterday. It was a lot of fun. Something we haven't done before to show people. But it's so easy. Oh my goodness. If you grow loofahs, don't not make soap out of them because it's the easiest thing you could ever do. It's so simple. It takes no time. Just like not even really focus. It's just simple. If you watch the TikTok or the reel, you'll see how easy it is. And oh my gosh, people love them. Give them to your family and friends. Use them for yourself. Like he loves to use them on his feet because they're so exfoliating. I love to use them when I'm washing dishes instead of scrubbies. It's the easiest possible thing you could ever do. And they turn out so beautiful too.
They're so pretty. I don't know how well our dark lit house will look, but I can grab one and show you.
It's a seat of the mud club. Yep. Hey, Hard Neck Farms. Hope y'all are doing well.
So there's one of them. So some of them, they kind of stick out because loofahs will float if they're not real tight in there. But like that's kind of how they turn out.
Yeah. Hope you can see it. It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
And this is all different colors.
Yep.
And since I can't remember, I think this one's chamomile.
Yeah.
Which chamomile is turning into one of my favorite scents in soap.
So good.
It's so floral and so nice.
Yep. I haven't even looked at time. Where are we at?
That's only 9.
Oh, cool. Very cool.
There was more things. See, it's funny. So we are now on our 3rd live that we did tonight. And on my phone was the notes on what we were going to talk about.
Oh, yep. So
I can't do it. But one thing too, we are having our event this week. There's been a lot of mixed opinions about the event, but we're doing our first virtual class. It is strictly a campfire chat, which is meaning Q&A, let's chat. It's a small group. Hopefully everybody's on video, but if not, it's no big deal. But it's basically allowing us to do more of this kind of communication, but with a smaller group and actually get in depth, in detail, and have each person have their own time. There's 3 spots left open. If anybody would like to do that, that is on the
Tuesday?
7th at 2 p.m.
Yes.
And I know we did it like during normal work hours, but this is the first one, so we're really just trying to like test it out and see how it all works out and if everything goes.
Papa's Kitchen, have you used rum in any recipes? I really haven't. We don't do a whole lot of rum. If we buy liquor, we just never get rum. We had some in Mexico. But I didn't make anything with it.
Oh my gosh.
What is the best thing for chest congestion and asthma? So any of our teas are great for that, but mullein tincture is really good. That's my go-to when I feel anything coming on. Usually I'll have him go pick some mullein out of the yard if it's growing, but if not, I'll go grab our tincture because it's amazing.
Oh, hey, Mom, I see you on now.
Nice. Somebody said hi, Grammy Karen, too. I haven't seen her, but
yeah, you're on.
Hello, Mother, if you're on. Oh, goodness. 3 Musketeers. Oh, hi, 3 Musketeers. Gosh, we haven't talked to you in forever.
Oh, it's been a long time.
Hope you're doing well.
It's so crazy seeing some of the names.
Spiced rum makes awesome vanilla. I bet it does. I bet that's really good. Another thing we saw in Mexico, too, was all the vanilla. And we have gotten some Mexico vanilla, so we're still going through that. But, yeah, I love Mexican vanilla. It's the best.
Speaking of that, I don't know if we brought this on here, but there's a lot of names that are going to be from our trip.
Yes.
For the Ghost tomorrow.
Yes.
It's going to be funny.
We decided that all of the baby goats were going to be named from our Mexico trip because we had so many memories, and a lot of those were just like for us that we didn't really tell anyone, so we're just going to throw that into the babies and have that be their names. That was so much fun, though.
I see the times on here. I'm glad that you all made it home.
Yep. Yes, good to see you all.
Steve, it's with an H. Z-A-C-H.
Yep. I don't think we talked like much about Mexico in our videos. I know we talked about how great it was, but I don't think we talked much about the downsides so much.
Well, now that we're back, that we're like, oh, we could go back, but it's like, man,
I don't know.
We were ready to come home.
Yeah.
Big time.
We spent 7 nights, and it was just a really long time. It was a good time, so much fun with each other, but you know, you just kind of feel like you're stranded on an island.
Yeah. I really want to leave the
We didn't,
resort.
And maybe that was where we went wrong. Maybe we should have left. Maybe we should have done some like excursions or something. But him and I just kept looking at each other and we're like, we'll just sit at the beach. It's
So
nice here.
I'm going to tell y'all 2 stories. They're both separate, but they're going to kind of roll into the same. So we like to have us and I a little drink here now. Okay. So we have very specific drinks that we like, and that's all we like. Like, there's nothing else. And we went to Mexico, and apparently, and it was an all-inclusive resort, which is awesome, right? You don't have to pay for this stuff.
Well, it's very misleading in the title.
It is. It's very misleading. Well, down there, apparently, liquor is cheaper than like beer,
Drinks,
wine, water, any of these things.
Coke.
So, Coke. Yeah. So they want to bombard you with liquor. And a lot of sugar, sugary drinks, and that's just really not our thing. Not really our thing. So I like to have good beer here and there.
And I just like wine.
Right. And so beer and wine.
Yeah.
No, we don't really even drink sodas.
We don't do margaritas. It's just too much sugar. And one is okay. Like sitting by the pool, you want to have a margarita. Great.
Margarita,
tastes great.
Strawberry daiquiri.
You're in Mexico. Live it up. Like put your little palm tree in it.
But when it comes to I want to hang out, like I don't want to be sipping these things all night.
No.
So
you just get so sticky.
Yeah, it's so sticky. So the very first day, she says, "All we have is Corona Extra." And I was like, "Oh, that's a tough one." So I was like, for like 8 days, that's all I can have.
I just looked at him and I was like, "Oh, that sucks."
I'm not into craft beers. I'm not into it. I just like a good light beer.
Well, even
whatever.
if you were, they didn't have it. So.
Yeah. It's all, like anything light I can handle. And he said Corona Extra. I was like, "Oh gosh."
Like forever or like just tonight? And they're like, "No, that's just all we do."
That's all we have. She said that's what all the Americans want. I'm like, well, there's no Americans here. Like we were the only ones. It was Canadians. It was just Canadians everywhere, which is really awesome to meet so many Canadians. But I was just joking with them. So that was one thing too. I was like, I'm so tired. I never want to see a Corona again in my life. Well, then now rolling that into the funny story. So the kids went to Grandma Karen's this weekend. And on Friday, her and I were having a nice date night, hanging out. We stayed up a little too late. And, it was like we kind of got fooled, right? So we had Angel and Lola have her babies. And then it was like, things are cool.
Yeah.
And we're checking on everybody, basically every day.
Well, a week went by.
Yeah. A week.
Yeah.
And so we're checking everybody. And we're like, maybe he just hit them earlier. Maybe they went a little early, right? Maybe they gave birth a little early. And so I was like, everybody still seems a little tight. And then Butters. Okay, so if you all watched this for a while,
she was doing
Butters, exactly. She's
like our stepchild.
She is.
Yeah.
And I tell you what, every year I'm like, I'm going to sell you. And every year we think she is going every single day. Every single day. And y'all heard in one of the previous videos, she even said Butters is next. I said, nope, she's not. She's not. Yep. Because every year her ligaments go, and we have like 2 weeks left before Butters finally gives birth. And then she drags that daggone birth out for like 72 hours, it feels like. Yeah. And y'all know how it is. Just hooting and hollering, making sure she can drag this on as long as she absolutely can. So, no doubt in my mind, not having it this weekend. Butters is not having it this weekend. So, we stayed up a little too late on Friday, just enjoying our marriage and hanging out and chit-chatting and talking and listening to music. Well, I wake up the next morning and go do chores, and I'm just kind of limping my way along, bottle feeding Zeus. And you all, I hear, Mmm.
Like halfway up there.
I mean, I yelled, Butters.
It's you.
It's you.
Always you.
Always freaking Butters. And so I go in. I almost don't even want to go in the barn. I'm like, Butters, I want to go back and drink my coffee and because I had bought bacon because we were out. And I was like, I'm going to have a nice breakfast with my wife. It is not time, Butters. I walk in there and there she is. She's already got 2 on the ground. One's halfway hanging out. And she's just upset because I fed everybody. She ain't eating it.
Because she didn't get to participate.
She stands up right now. Number 3 comes sliding out. I got Zeus just biting my leg, wanting this bite. I'm like, Zeus, you're going to have to wait 1 second because I got to go make sure she's going to clean the freaking bag off of this one's face. And so we didn't eat breakfast until about 1 on Saturday because we were taking care of daggone Butter. She knew what she was doing.
No.
She said, I heard the music a little late Friday night, and you know what? This is my day.
Give birth.
This is my day.
He called me, and anytime he goes to the barn and calls me, I know exactly what it's for. And I'm like, you have got to be kidding me. He said, Butters just had babies. I was like, all right, well, here we go. So I threw my stuff on and went out there with towels and my bag and everything. I'm like, are you kidding me, Butters? Right now.
Every time.
Thankfully, they were fine. But, yeah, I mean, we had to just sit there and watch because you have to watch, and it takes hours. And turned out all right. And I told him, I was like, we're taking them down to the kidding stall because I'm not sitting in this barn all day. I can't handle it.
And I'm glad we did, because it really did, actually, getting back to the serious side of things. It took them a really long time to nurse. And so I'm glad that we were watching, because we were past time that they should be nursing. Yeah. We were holding Butters down, trying to get them to like just taste it, because they just weren't finding it. And, you know, you can actually, when goats give birth and you watch their kids, you can see the ones that know where they're going. They work their way back. They always start at the chest, because that's where mom is. And they work their way back to where the udder is. Well, Butters she's such a protective mom. Not towards us. She's never aggressive, but she's just alert.
Yes.
And so what the problem is there, if anybody moves, she moves. So this baby that doesn't have much energy as it is, starting at the top, working its way back, she then moves, it lays down. And it's like, I'm giving up. And then you have to go get it mad again and get it going. And then finally they all did. And it was just so nice to see. We've never had a triplet set all nurse.
Oh my gosh, yeah. We haven't.
There's always been one that's been the weaker of the three. Yep. They can't get in there. And we're still watching. We're still only, 48 hours in of Butters. But they're all nursing well. Believe me, y'all see tomorrow. They are pooping. And they're pooping good.
Oh, my gosh.
Which is a good thing to see. But she doesn't clean well. She is just protector.
Yes.
And that is her number one goal. She doesn't care about anything else. So... But anyways, they're all good now.
But at least the silver lining with her doing that was we didn't have to watch her for hours upon hours moo and give birth, because she takes forever. So we got a little bit of a break this year, even though we had to be in the barn at the crack of dawn on a Saturday morning. But
a couple of questions that have come in. Linda asked, how did Butters get her name? I don't know how she originally got her name. We bought her, and her name was Butters. That was Butters, Lola, Angel. Is there anybody else that we have left?
Well, no, not left. There was babies that we sold.
That we had a total of 7 that we bought.
6 or 7.
We bought a goat herd
and
of
Dolly.
7.
Yeah,
and Dolly came with that herd. And she came as Butters.
Yeah.
Let's see. Is selling goats good money? Funny enough, you all know Granite Gardens. Melissa and Tyler, we were best man and maid of honor in their wedding. They do YouTube as well. I was texting Tyler today, and I was telling him, like, we're going to have, 20 plus baby goats. He said, man, that should be a pretty good payday. I said, yeah, it just took us 5 years and thousands of dollars to get to this point. Right. So at least they're making a little bit back. No, I mean, in my own personal opinion, selling an animal, period, is not going to be a ginormous profit for you, because you have to do a lot of work and a lot of money to get to that. But it's what you do. That's why we like dairy, because there's so many other products that you can make out of dairy while you're building up to what I call country boy rich when you have babies to sell. So if you do dairy, you're making money with goat smoke soap, goat's lotion, stuff like that. And then you can sell their babies and make a little bit back and hopefully cover feed.
Maybe eventually you start making a little bit of a profit.
Yeah.
Thank you all for all the hearts and emojis. So sweet. Where's all the Valentine's love? Yay!
Yeah, nice.
I know it's crazy. It's almost Valentine's Day. It's insane. Well, I guess it's only the 5th, so got a while. But
so I'm going to do something real quick because we're about to wrap up. You all definitely ask your questions. I want to throw you all the link to our Etsy store for the free shipping and the Eventbrite, if I can find it. Excuse me.
This has been so fun, though.
I'm so glad we did I've enjoyed it. I forgot how quick an hour can go by.
It really does go fast.
Yeah.
And and I know we can't get to all the comments, and it's tough. It's tough to understand, especially when you're on the other side. But we do try our best and just try to answer the things and talk to everyone. But I don't know, to us, it still feels like at the end of it, even if we didn't get to reach out to everyone or answer every single question, it still feels like, I don't know, somehow we were all in the same room and got to talk to each other. Oh, goodness. Thank you.
So Rebecca. I just got the Etsy out there if anybody is wanting that.
Thank you, Tiffany. Nancy, it is awesome. And we might just put it in the schedule.
Yeah, we like it.
It's like tonight's been really smooth. Sometimes it isn't, and you just have to kind of I don't know, try to balance out the two different kinds of way the chat can go. But tonight has been awesome, and it definitely makes it feel worth it for sure. Michelle said, will you be painting the inside of the garage to cover the graffiti? You know, I don't know. I kind of like it. Like Backstreet Boys and Leanne Rhymes stuff. I don't know. A little bit of nostalgia. Takes you back a little bit, but yeah, we'll probably paint it. I'm sure we will. We'll probably take lots of pictures, though, before we paint it. Oh my gosh, yes, the creme brulee tea is my favorite. That one and the Earl Grey, and I mean, I love them all. They're all my favorites, but those two are like my just regular morning go-to.
So we've been doing, it's been nice because I don't have to like rush to my laptop. We've been making our mornings a little bit slower. And so I've got my thermos of coffee, and I've been making her tea in that thing. And so we get to sit down and have tea and coffee every morning. That's awesome.
And chat about what the day or the week or the month holds, and it's just really nice. Like I was talking about earlier, it's just, you know, having that open line of communication and not having to worry about getting on meetings or talking to someone else. It's just, it goes a long way.
There's no way that is the wick.
Oh, yeah. Oh, no, that doesn't look right.
Well, it is. Lordy damn. I'm just trying to share the campfire chat, and this thing's longer than sin.
Thank you for everyone ordering stuff. It's amazing. It means a lot to us.
I very much appreciate it.
Do you know anything for getting rid of slugs? So we've never had a slug issue, but I know a lot of people will put like little bitty saucers or cups of beer out, and apparently the slugs will attract to the beer. I don't know. A lot of people have done videos on it, and they say it works, so it's definitely worth giving it a try. Thank you, everyone, for the hearts. Copper barriers, too, for slugs. There you go. I love it, because even if we don't know the answer, a lot of other people can answer.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
So I just sent out the campfire chat if anybody is interested.
Judith, your tinctures won't freeze. I promise you. They're made with vodka. That's what tinctures are infused in, so it will not freeze. And I know a lot of people have asked about glycerin too, and we are working on doing tinctures just with glycerin and not with the vodka. We haven't gotten there yet, but definitely working on it because I know some people don't necessarily want to ingest the vodka, and I get it. So we have to find a way to be able to buy it in bulk.
Yep.
Yeah.
Barefoot Chicken said, what are you most excited to grow this year? Do you have any that pop into your head?
I think the flower area.
Yeah.
I want to say peas, but I don't want to say that because I feel like we might fail again. I really want a good pea year.
Can't stand peas.
I really want a good pea year.
Oh no, but we got those those zipper peas from Haas.
Yes.
I'm excited about them. They're new. They'll be in the seed haul video. So when we went down to Haas, when we were going to the Gulf Coast Homestead, we stopped at Haas's area, and we got to see their gardens and stuff, and they were growing zipper peas. And these things, they grow like a bush pea.
What they were called? I think that's what
it's zipper something. It's not an actual pea. Yeah. It's just in that family. And these things, I mean, so prolific. And they grew like bush beans. And so we bought some to do this year, and I'm excited about those.
Too. The way they had theirs growing was amazing, and oh my gosh, the yield that they got was incredible. So very excited for those. But I'm what the chickens did for us, where we're gonna put the flower patch. I'm really excited for that. I hope it's just a really pretty photography area, and then also maybe sell some flowers would be cool.
Jed asked if this video counts for the video, or if this counts as the video for tomorrow. Asking for rent. Nope, you're still working tomorrow. Kim, you know me. We had a thing, and then I backed up on the thing with the cows, and so we're still figuring out something.
They're still here.
They still have to go. I'm honestly waiting on Flossie to see what she's doing. She definitely looks pregnant, but you know how she was to try to get bred back. She seems like she is. I just keep waiting for that udder to fill up a little bit. So we'll find out. We're playing it slow.
They're not hurting anything right now.
Right, besides costing us money, but that's okay. That's all right.
Everything costs us money on the farm. There's really no way to get away from that. So.
Yeah, the zipper peas.
As long as they bring a little bit of joy.
That's right, and I love them. I love them a lot. The zipper peas are like a Crowder or Black Eyed Pea, so but they look
they were so cool. I was so inspired by that, and I was just amazed at what they had going on. I would love to also still have regular peas though. So, Lord, please let us have a good pea year.
We're not going to.
That's all.
Do you have a video or planning your medicinal garden? I'm doing this one this year. She has an entire video that she did back at our old place about all the medicinal herbs that she plants.
Lots of tea videos, tea garden videos.
If you go through our playlist, so like if you're looking for anything to do with garden, like that one with medicinal plants, we have a garden playlist. And so that'll help you narrow it down.
Yep.
Meanwhile, Kiki's trying to get into puppy food.
She is. She loves puppy
The
food.
cats are loving the puppy food. I'm not
They
sure what's
they
going
love
on.
it. They think it's the greatest thing ever. All the animals want to eat the puppy food except for the puppy. He doesn't want to eat the puppy food.
Yep.
Speaking of the puppy, do y'all want to see Benny?
Oh, you're going to get Benny? You want
No,
to get
you're gonna get Benny.
Oh, I'm going to get Benny.
He bites me. Benny has been quite the joy on our farm. We love him very much.
Hi, Benny.
He's still a puppy, so he likes to chew and bite and make messes, but he's so cute that you just can't hold him against it.
You give him big,
He's
though.
a sweet boy.
Say hi, Benny.
He's
Say hi.
He's nervous. He's never been on camera.
should-
Usually he'd be biting me.
Yeah, he was
He's
sweet.
nervous. Oh, goodness. Not puppy breath, though. No puppy breath. He's a good boy. He's doing really well outside. He basically lives out
He
there.
does live out there.
He comes in. Yeah, he comes in to play for a little bit each day, but he's really good. He doesn't wander. He just stays, and he tries to pick on everyone and pick fights, but he does a really good job. He's a good boy. He's so sweepy.
Yeah, Tyons.
It's like, what's going on?
He has gotten huge and he's
Oh my
heavy.
goodness. He is getting big. He's growing a lot. But he sleeps on our porch, and
Yep.
he does a really good job. He started to protect the goats. He
Yep.
loves them. He's really good with the chickens. He hasn't hurt anyone.
Yep.
He mainly picks on the other dogs, but they're just figuring out their little order, and it's going okay, isn't it, Benny? And he loves to play.
He's just a
I know he seems really calm right now, but that is not how he is.
Look
This
at
is a false representation.
But what I think is funny is how his face is already starting to really turn into that Great Pyrenees
Yeah.
adult face. He's not a puppy no more.
Yeah.
He's growing like a pound a day in his head.
Yes.
It's just getting bigger and bigger.
Yep.
Them big old paws. He likes to dance too.
He does.
He likes to dance.
He's a good boy.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my goodness. Well, this has been so fun.
It has been a
y'all.
good
I think we're
time.
gonna wrap it up. Mwah. Oh, thank you.
It's a leg than a nibble.
Yes, always. Thank you all so much for the super
Yep.
chats and the memberships and the comments and the orders and just overall being here for us. We know that, we just kind of show up at random times and do random lives,
Yeah.
but it's really fun for us, and it feels good for us to talk to you all. And like I said, it feels like we're all in the same room, even
Yeah.
though we're not.
It really does. Oh my goodness, you
I'm
burpees.
so tired.
All right, y'all. We love y'all so much. Thank y'all for hopping on here. We're so shocked. There's almost 500 people on here at one point. And for us not to be doing this for over 2 years, it feels like. We love y'all. Thank y'all for continuing to support us. And we'll try to get this maybe a little bit more consistent,
Yeah.
but you never know because we don't even follow our own reservations. All right, y'all. We love y'all.
We love y'all.
Bye.